So the next nama is Bhasha Rupa. She's in the form of languages. Languages are the source of learning and understanding through sound. Like, how we have this Shabda Brahman, like basically the Shabda is Parabrahman, the sound is Parabrahman, right? It is said that Shakti represents the sound, Shiva represents meaning. So it's like with Shiva and Shakti united, the word and the meaning, both the sound and the meaning together, you can take it as Shiva Shakti, as a unification of both makes more sense. But Shabda by itself, even without the meaning, has some power. But if we, so they are interdependent. So, but then she is the Rupam of the language. And you won't be able to understand a language with just the sound. You need both the meaning and the sound. So that's why she is not just the sound. She is Bhasha Rupa. She is the language. Which is she's she's always in the union of Shiva, and that's when that is the Rupam of Parabrahma. Then any comments on that? Okay. So the next nama is Brihat Sena. Brihat Sena, the meaning of that line is she who has a mighty army. She administers the universe with the help of this army. So this needs to be read with the previous nama that we read, Balipriya, where our assistants, where we have all our Bali also means mighty warriors, is what I had mentioned. So internal enemies are all the enemies that we have due to our senses and things that our mind thinks. We need mighty warriors to fight that. So she is the one who who controls that through her warriors. And so in a similar way, her Sena is Brihat. It's a very mighty. She administers the whole universe with the help of the Sena. So here Brihat Sena means that army through which she controls everything. Anything to add on to that nama, Brihat Sena?
No, I think that is army. I don't know. Yeah, it's both maybe in terms of that war. It's a physical army, but as you nicely put it, it's we need that kind of army to conquer the senses.
Yeah.
So, yeah, nice.
Yeah. I mean, it is not easy to conquer the issues that arise out of our senses and mind. So how we need it's like you need an army to conquer them. Similarly, if you macroscopically, the whole universe has multifold of such issues, and she controls all of them through her army. Yeah. So next nama is Bhava Bhava Vivarjita. So here she is free from existence as well as non-existence, Bhava and Abhava. Bhava Bhava Vivarjita. Bhava and Abhava are the terms used in Vedanta. Bhava means existence. Abhava means non-existence. Experimentation and observation rather than theory of existence is Bhava. Not the theory, but you experiment and observe. Maya or illusion is the cause of Abhava or non-existence. So the Abhava is of four types. Prag Abhava, non-existence of a thing prior to its production. So, for example, cloth is made of yarn. When yarn existed, cloth did not. So yarn was transformed into cloth. Similarly, pragbhava is compared to the yarn. The next type is dvamsabhava, non-existence after destruction. Just like after once the cloth is destroyed, like if you burn it, even the yarn, in its original form is not there. So the next nama is atyantabhava, absolute non-existence. So according to Advaita philosophy, only the Parabrahman is absolute non-existence. It seems existence and absolute non-existence. So anyonya bhava, mutual non-existence. For example, a pot is not cloth, nor is a piece of cloth a pot. This is known as this is not that. So Upanishads elucidate Brahman by saying it is not this, not that, like neti. Ignorant man considered soul as different from the Brahman. But according to Advaita, soul and the Brahman are the same. They are considered different because of avidya. So abhava of or non-existence of an object is understood neither by sense perception nor by inference, but is known directly by its non-perception. So in Brahma Sutra, it says na bhava upalabdhe, which means external objects are non-existence, for they are perceived. This talks about internal awareness through which alone that existence can be realized. So in fact, if you perceive something, they are actually non-existence. They are not real, because through which you are perceiving that it's your eyes itself is non-existent. So she's free from all these, bhava and abhava. So it's what she's what we are describing her, or in other words, she's both existent, eternal, and non-perishable, and also non-existent and perishable. So she's in both. Is one way to say it, or she is beyond the two.
Being and non-being.
Being and non-being. Anything to add on to this? Bhava, abhava, vivarjita.
It's hard to understand this abhava concept.
Yeah, hard to understand of non-existent concept, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, because it is all contained of illusion. So they are saying Maya is the cause for abhava. Because because abhava or non-existence of an object is not by sense perception, nor by anything that we infer through our senses. It is that abhava can be only realized through non-perception sense. Non-existence can only be realized by non-perception or non-apprehension. Anything that you say that it is not existence because you cannot see, that is not abhava. Yeah, it's a little difficult, right?
I remember a quote by Ramana Maharshi once. He said, truth is neither one or two, it is what it is.
One or two, it is what it is.
It is what it is. It is not this, it is not that.
It is not one or two.
Yeah.
It is what it is. That's it. Yeah. It's both beyond anything. So it's the closest whatever we can say. It is whatever we try to say, it is not that.
Yeah, exactly. That is what, because if you say this is bhava, or this This is existence, this is non-existence. Neither of them is correct because we are doing it based upon our senses, based upon our limited mind. So, yeah, it's only by realizing Parabrahman you are truly able to say what is existent and non-existent.
Yeah.
Existence and non-existence, but I think Satchidananda Rupa is Satchidananda Rupa is actually if you talk about Parabrahma, as soon as you say a word about it, it is not Parabrahma. As soon as you call it Parabrahma, it's not Parabrahma, it's beyond that. That's all.
Yeah.
So here I think Bhava, Abhava, Vivarjita. So she's beyond this Bhava, which is the, because you are naming it, so which is the Parabrahma, you are putting a name to it. So as soon as you put a name to it, because Veda says, Neti Neti Nigama Avojuhu. So, so all the Nigamas are in these Vedas. Vedas say, they describe it, Neti, not this, not this, not this. That's the only way they can describe it. So that's it, Bhava. Bhava is something that changes continually, and that is why it is perishable, it changes and goes away. That's the reason it's Abhava. And she is beyond Bhava and Abhava. Of course, the reason for Abhava is the Bhava, which is the Parabrahma. Parabrahma is responsible, Purusha is responsible for the Prakriti as well. Prakriti also came from Parabrahma. So, Bhava Bhava, so she is beyond all of these.
Yeah.
It is like you have when you are in that zone, you would not say I am in that zone, right? I don't know. I'm just saying you are. You cannot. You are away only when you are away from it. You will be able to say. Point fingers on it. So when you point fingers on it, you are not in it. Anyway. Yeah, good. Thanks, Shyamji. The next nama is Sukharadhya. She can be worshipped without undergoing any difficulties, with just Sukham. For example, fasting, walking on fire, etc. When someone is harming their body during worship, he harms her within. Is what the interpretation is. Body should not be made to suffer while seeking her within. A healthy body is prerequisite for self-realization. Okay. Only ignorant people choose to afflict their bodies in the name of asceticism. Body is like a temple. Heart chakra is sanctorum, and Brahman within is idol. Though in even Krishna says those men who perform stern austerities, not enjoined by the scripture due to hypocrisy and egoism, impelled by desire and attachment, who torment the elements which are the Panchabhutas in the body, those ignorant people are demoniacal resolves. So austerities performed without full understanding or without following the scriptures is what they're talking about here, right? But we know, fasting and some austerities are good, but here, I guess maybe they are saying it is not needed, right? If one develops such feelings of oneness with the divine, realization automatically happens. Just by fasting, you won't realize it, but you need to develop feeling of oneness with the divine. Maybe, but then
is that who should be worshipped with pleasure, or who can be worshipped with pleasure?
Who can be worshipped with pleasure is what it says. It doesn't say who should be.
Yeah,
Then,
so it doesn't prohibit or
yeah.
discouraging any kind of thing. But even when you do those things, you should feel happy.
Mm.
Don't
You
need
should,
to.
yeah. Should be happy. You shouldn't feel, oh, I'm just fasting. I'm just making myself, you shouldn't have that feeling.
Yes, bhakti by
Yeah.
doing that.
Sukha,
yeah, what
she's
is it?
easy to worship. That's what I think.
Easy to worship. Sukha Aradhya, right? He can be worshipped without undergoing any difficulties.
Yeah, you don't need
Yeah,
You don't
sukha
need to
means
go-
not pleasure, ease. Yeah, that may be more better word here.
Yeah, easy to perform.
easy.
Yeah, I disagree when they say you cannot perform austerities. Although you shouldn't be performing austerities like, like the asuras
Causing
get the
dukkha to
food
you.
and then go in the demoniacal way, right? All the from Ravana to all the asuras, they do all these stern austerities to get a power. Right?
Yeah. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna already said that. I think even though you do karma, whether it is sattva or raja or tamo, with which bhava more you are doing that, the outcome will also be like that, according to the strength of your sattva guna.
So yeah, here definitely I think it refers to how very easily you can worship Aradhya, right? Not there is no difficulty involved. Next one is Subhakhari. One may nurse Mata only who provides auspiciousness. So she is Shiva's consort. Shiva itself means auspiciousness. So Shiva's wife will, of course, provide auspiciousness. And when we say, Sri Mata, right, with true love for her, the mere thought brings auspiciousness. When we say Matre Namaha or Sri Mata, she is going to, the thought itself will bring auspiciousness, which we call her. She always does good things, whatever she does. It's always good for her devotees because she can only be Shubhakari. So yeah.
Yes.
Is it Kari means hand? Is not it hand?
You mean Kara? Kar?
Yeah, Subhakari means like good hands or
Yeah. No, I mean kar means work, right? It could be done with hands. Maybe that's why Shubhakari means something that she does.
Okay.
Yeah, but Mata with good auspicious hands is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why not? Right? We can
Kari
say
means like it's there is other meaning too, but Kari also hands also. So
we have Karta, right? Shubh Karta, we have Ganesh. Somebody.
See, Dhatu of all these things is true. The Karomi, Karomi and the sculptors in Narayana, we say that. So there is true. So, the very better is comes from the so anything that does the action is the better.
Yeah. Anything that comes actions.
Yes.
Mine says salutations to her who is blissful in blessing.
So Shubhakhar is to cause good.
The one who does auspicious things.
So who causes prosperity and welfare.
Yes. Auspicious things.
Yeah.
Auspicious.
Auspiciousness. Yeah.
So Vasu, how did you name your son? The name.
Oh yeah.
What was in your mind when you named him?
Yeah, whatever it is. So I put it like as a lot, like some name Shrikara. So, but I'm just saying like Srikari, Shubhakari, the same wording probably here too.
Yeah. Wow. Good point, Srinivas. So,
I just
yeah,
put, I like the name Srikar, so
yeah.
I put it,
Yeah, Shrikar. Shrikar is a very popular name, at least in Andhra.
Yeah, I heard in that Vishnu Sahasranamam, Srikar, something. I like it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, Kara means hands, but in the context of these things, Sri Kara means that who bestows wealth.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Bhagari means who bestows happiness, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So next nama is Shobha. Anything else to add on to this? Shubhakari. Shobhana Sulabha Gatihi. Right? What is that? Shobhana, I think good, again auspicious. Sulabha is easy to attain. Gati means manner of going, movement. So Sulabha Gati means easy manner of approach. Okay. She who grants auspicious or goodness to those who choose the easy way to worship her, or it is, you can even say, this Shobhana means anything auspicious, I said, and easily accessible. Her auspiciousness is easily accessible. The path of worshipping her easily is what we talked before. It provides salvation, liberation. So she gives auspiciousness through easy access. So you can, Shobhana also means beauty embodied and endowed with auspiciousness. And Shobhan in Sanskrit means shining, splendid, beautiful, lovely, good, auspiciousness, fortunate, lustrous, brilliant. In Sahasranama, Shobhana is used multiple times, but they are used for different meanings, it seems. So some divide this into two namas. Shobhana as one nama and Sulabha Gati as the other. Some divide it as three namas. Huh? What is it?
I think that I was thinking that is more relevant. I don't know how they combine both, which is complicated. If you can split it, that would be easier.
Yeah.
Shobhana and Shulabhagati.
Yeah. So yeah, it doesn't change the meaning. Shobhana, Shulabhagati. Shobhana, one who is grants auspiciousness, who is illustrious, and Sulabhagati is you can attain her easily.
Yeah.
And then say some actually divide it into three also. Shobhana, Sulabha, Agatihi.
Oh, Agatihi. Okay.
What is Agatihi?
Gati.
Gati.
I don't know what Agati means.
Agati, there is no Agati. Agati is not a right meaning.
Right?
Not right
Gati
word.
means,
Gati
Gati
means
is there.
goal.
What is Agati? I don't know.
There is no word there. Agati. It's a Gati.
Yeah. So yeah, Shobhana Sulabha Gati. Okay. So she who grants auspicious goodness to those who choose the easy way to worship her, it seems. Gifts, or I guess it's more appropriate. I feel she gives not to treat it as two, right? Who grants auspiciousness, easily we can worship her.
Mine says salutations to her, whose path is lustrous and easy to traverse.
Oh, Shobhana Sulabha Gatihi.
Easy to traverse.
Yeah, which is also bright, lustrous.
Lustrous, like you said, and easy to traverse. Gati is the path.
Okay, so the path itself they are saying is easy and also lustrous.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Lustrous as well as it's a
easy to traverse.
Easy to traverse.
The next nama is
Raja. To approach her is much very easy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it means.
Wonderful.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I guess, do we stop here or?
Yeah.
Okay, this would be a good place to
Yeah.
stop today.
8 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. We will meet
Thank
again
you
next
very
week.
much.
Thank
Next
you.
week.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Deepak. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you. Yeah.
everybody. Namaskar.